All right, everyone, moving on with our exponents. That's a big topic, and I'm hoping to finish it next week. Even after this assignment, there are still a few things I need to show you, so hang in there. I think you're doing great so far. So this is a division problem, so we're going to subtract our exponents, but we're going to write things out today, and this is what it looks like on the formula sheet. This is just symbol talk. It's just information. What it says is when you divide the same base, it's either both A's, you subtract the exponents. Okay, so in a case like this, we're dividing the same base, you can just subtract 5 minus 2. That's the shortcut, see? Subtract the exponents. I was having you write stuff out just so you can see why these shortcuts work. And if you ever get stuck and you forget the rules, if you understand how to write it out, you'll figure it out. Okay, so another reason we're going to write it out is look at this one. You can see these two are inverses, right? They're kind of flip-flops, if you want to call it that. So here's the deal now. If you just subtract, you get a negative number, negative exponent, 2 minus 5. You're not allowed to leave it negative. You cannot leave it negative. It's not considered to be simplified. That's not my rule. That's a math rule. But notice, if I write it out, m squared, right? M times n. M to the fifth. You can see there are 5 here. And you cross out what they have in common. There's m to the third in the denominator. See how those answers are different in the red boxes? So it's real important you understand, okay? So I'm going to do this one on top of this little post-it note because I already did the problem. Then I had to stop the video and it's already there. So x to the fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times y. I just expanded the numerator. The denominator, x to the third, 2, 3, y to the fourth. You know I need 4 of them. So just start crossing out. It's real important to be neat and organized here. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay, so I have those two there. And my y's, I'll just cancel these two. And I have 3 of them. So I need to write my answer. X squared is above the fraction bar. We call that the numerator. Y to the third is below the fraction bar. The denominator, stop there. You're done. Okay, so it's just write it out, cross it out, and keep track. All right, so let's get rid of that. See, it was already done. Now this one's a little different only because it has these coefficient numbers in front. We're not going to subtract them. Now in the last assignment we multiplied them. This was a multiplication problem. Now we're not going to divide them and say 2 because this is actually 7 over 14. Here, I'll use my post-it note again. If I just showed you the fraction 7 over 14 and you were back in, 5th, 6th grade, you had to reduce that fraction or simplify it, wouldn't you just call that 1/2? Divide this by 7, you get a 1. Divide that by 7, you get a 2. So it really is just simplify the fraction. And now, the fraction's done. You do what I did above. M to the second power times n. See, I'm expanding the numerator. M to the fifth. I try not to have many big exponents in here. Times n. Okay, so let's cross out m, and I see there are still 3 there. Both n's cancel out. So I will not write an n in my answer. That's a very popular mistake, is to put an n in the answer. Everyone, they're gone. It's actually a 1. Think of a fraction, 5 over 5. Here, I'll write it off to the side, just making this up. Right? That's 1. There's no 5 there. So that's kind of what happened right there. N over n is 1. So now, what's left over here needs copied onto here. So the 1/2, and I actually don't even need that 1. Oh, yes, I do. Everything in the numerator canceled. But if there would be an m or an n here, you don't have to have the 1. It's okay if you keep it there. Now my m's, I have 3 of them right here. So I have to have m to the third. And I'm done. This is actually reducing fancy-looking fractions, okay? Really, if you want to put it in plain English. So here's one. This looks like a simpler one. R squared. R to the fourth. Expand. Cancel. See what? You don't have to circle it. I do. See what's left. It looks like R squared. Now you cannot leave your answer like that. That's another frequent mistake. I'd mark that wrong on a quiz. If everything cancels in the numerator, you have to put a 1 here. Because in reality, These are all canceling out to little ones. We don't write them, but we are. Okay, so as usual, pause the video, try these two, and then we'll finish it out, and I will show you the assignment. It's only 10 problems, it won't take real long. Okay, well, here, we're back. T to the fourth, U to the fourth. That means 4 T's. T got a little wobbly there. 4 U's. Okay, I expanded the numerator. T to the fifth, U to the third. Be organized and be neat, or you'll lose track of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that T is still there? 1, 2, 3. And look, there's a U still there. So my answer is U in the numerator, T in the denominator. And you can tell, look at the T's. See those exponents? Difference of 1. Well, how many do I have here? 1. Okay, that's happening everywhere. So look at these. Difference of 2. Well, I have 2. But notice there's more in the denominator. Notice where my leftover R's are? In the denominator. Okay, and last one. 4/16 reduces to 1/4. Okay, 4 goes into 4 one time, into 16 4 times. Write out my M's. 2, 3, 4, 5, and an N. Expand my denominator. They're both second powers. And a little notification there, I'll just get rid of. Okay, M. Looks like 3 M's and 1 N. So I'm going to bring over everything. I have the 1 M to the third in the numerator. Now, since there's an M there, I don't need the 1, but it's okay to have it. I need the 4. M's are not in my denominator, but there's an N. I simplified these fractions, everyone. So write them out, cross them out, be organized. This is what the assignment looks like. 10 problems. Okay, just do what I just did on the examples, and you'll be fine. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. Talk to you later.